I am Loisha Adellia Rahmadany from the Information Technology Study Program. In this video, I will discuss an important topic in information system auditing, namely the audit of information infrastructure and operations. This material refers to the book Information System Audit, Implementation and Case Studies as the main reference. An information system audit is a systematic process conducted to assess the extent to which management controls, information technology infrastructure, and business applications can effectively, efficiently, and securely support organizational objectives. This audit not only focuses on technical aspects such as hardware or software but also includes policies, procedures, and operational practices used in the management of information systems. Within the framework of information security, there are three main pillars that serve as the foundation: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality ensures that information can only be accessed by authorized parties, integrity guarantees that data is not altered without permission, and availability ensures that systems and data are available when needed by authorized parties. The audit of information infrastructure and operations is a branch of information systems auditing that focuses on assessing the feasibility and security of all elements supporting IT operations. According to the book Information Systems Audit, Implementation and Case Studies, the scope of this audit includes evaluating hardware such as servers, computers, printers, routers, modems, and other network devices used by the organization. Moreover, the audit also encompasses the operating systems used on both the server and client devices, business applications such as enterprise resource planning, e-commerce systems, databases, as well as documents reporting on operational management controls. Inspections are conducted to ensure that all these components function optimally, meet security standards, and comply with the company's internal policies. In its implementation, the audit of information infrastructure and operations also includes inspections of the network operating systems. This audit is usually divided into three categories. The privilege audit examines the structure of access rights, from user accounts, groups, roles, to access policies, with the aim of ensuring there are no excessive or unauthorized access rights. The usage audit evaluates software usage, verifies the legality of licenses, and ensures that configurations comply with organizational policies. The escalation audit focuses on the organization's readiness to respond to emergency incidents, including the implementation of the disaster recovery plan and business continuity plan to ensure service continuity even in the event of major disruptions.
The process of auditing infrastructure and operational information generally begins with the planning stage. The auditor determines the scope, objectives, and methodology to be used. This scope can encompass the entire organization's infrastructure or only specific parts, depending on management's needs and priorities. The next stage is data collection, where the auditor gathers technical documentation such as network diagrams, hardware lists, system configurations, security policies, and user activity records. This data is then analyzed in the evaluation stage to identify weaknesses, compliance issues, or potential security risks. Subsequently, the auditor prepares an audit report that includes findings, analysis, and recommendations. Recommendations may include updates to outdated hardware, restrictions on user access rights, implementation of data encryption, updates to software licenses, and adjustments to backup procedures. This report serves as a basis for management in making decisions for improvements. After the recommendations are implemented, follow-up audits are usually conducted to ensure that these improvements are effective. The importance of auditing information infrastructure and operations cannot be overlooked. First, audits help to ensure the efficiency of IT resource usage. Hardware or software that is no longer efficient can be identified for replacement or upgrades. Second, audits ensure operational security, reducing the risk of data breaches or cyber attacks. Third, audits help organizations comply with applicable regulations and standards of IT governance, both at the national and international levels, such as ISO 27001 for information security management. Fourth, audits play a role in enhancing system reliability, so that operational activities are not disrupted by technical disturbances or human errors. In the rapidly evolving digital era, threats to IT infrastructure are becoming increasingly complex. Cyber attacks, hardware failures, natural disasters, and configuration errors can lead to significant financial and reputational losses for organizations. Therefore, audits of information infrastructure and operations need to be conducted regularly, at least once a year or as needed. Ongoing audit processes enable organizations to remain prepared to face various technological challenges and security threats. Furthermore, the success of an audit heavily relies on the competencies of auditors and support from top management. Auditors must have a deep understanding of the technologies used, security procedures, and applicable regulations. Meanwhile, management must support the audit process by providing adequate resources and following up on the recommendations given.
Cooperation between auditors, management, and the IT team will result in an effective audit process and provide real added value to the organization. Thus, the audit of information infrastructure and operations is not just a mere inspection process, but an important strategy to ensure business continuity, protect information assets, and enhance operational efficiency. Amid rapid technological development and increasingly sophisticated security threats, the role of audit becomes increasingly vital. Audits conducted in a planned, systematic, and standardized manner will help organizations not only survive but also thrive in a competitive and challenging business environment. The importance of auditing information infrastructure and operations encompasses several strategic aspects. From a security perspective, audits help identify and address security gaps before they can be exploited by irresponsible parties. In terms of efficiency, audits help optimize the use of IT resources, thereby reducing unnecessary operational costs. From a compliance perspective, audits ensure that organizations meet legal and regulatory obligations such as the IT law, OJK regulations, or industry data security standards. From a business continuity standpoint, audits ensure that systems remain operational even in emergency conditions, thus minimizing potential financial and reputational losses. The challenges in conducting audits of information infrastructure and operations are quite varied. One of them is the increasing complexity of systems due to technological developments such as cloud computing, the Internet of Things, IoT, and artificial intelligence. Each new technology brings opportunities but also introduces potential new risks. Another challenge is resistance from internal parties who see audits as a burden or threat, so an appropriate communication approach is needed to explain the benefits of auditing for the sustainability of the organization. To enhance audit effectiveness, organizations can use various tools such as Wireshark for network traffic analysis, Nessus for vulnerability scanning, MAP for network mapping, or Splunk for log analysis. Additionally, penetration testing methods can be used to test the strength of the systems against cyber attacks in a controlled manner. The use of these tools allows auditors to gain a more accurate picture of the IT infrastructure and operational conditions. As an illustration, imagine a large e-commerce company that relies on data centers and servers to serve millions of customers. Without regular audits, the company may not realize that their firewalls have misconfigurations or that some administrator accounts have weak passwords. This could be exploited by hackers to steal customer data or disrupt site operations. In conclusion, auditing information infrastructure and operations is not merely a technical compliance requirement but a strategic necessity for modern organizations. It ensures that every component of the IT environment, from hardware and operating systems to applications, databases, and operational procedures, is functioning efficiently, securely, and in alignment with organizational policies and industry standards. A well-executed audit identifies weaknesses before they evolve into critical vulnerabilities, optimizes the utilization of resources, and ensures that the organization remains compliant with relevant regulations. It also plays a critical role in business continuity, enabling organizations to maintain operations even in the face of cyber attacks, system failures, or natural disasters. In today's rapidly evolving digital landscape, where threats are becoming more sophisticated and technology more complex, periodic and comprehensive audits provide not just protection, but also a competitive advantage. With strong management support, skilled auditors, and effective implementation of recommendations, IT infrastructure and operations auditing becomes a long-term investment that safeguards assets, builds trust with stakeholders, and positions the organization for sustainable growth.